What's your name?
Mo.
What do you like doing?
Playing out and going to play football with my friends.
Well, what do you think about this area?
It's alright, just that I think we should have more stuff inside it, like better places to go.
If you could add anything to King Square, what would you add?
I'm not sure, but better parks, because there's only one park around our house, and we need more places to play.
What are your names?
Lily and Jamie.
What's the best thing about this area?
I say the park. People.
If you could add anything to King Square, what would you like to add?
Cinema.
What do you like doing?
Hanging out with my friends.
And what do you do when you hang out?
Just playing the park usually.
Do you like sports?
Yeah.
What sports?
Football.
You play football? Any other sports?
No, not really.
Do you hang out in the King Square area?
Yeah.
Whereabouts do you?
In the park.
Do you go to a youth club?
No.
If there was a youth club here, would you go to it?
Yeah.
What are your names?
My name's Jamie. I'm one in Harrison.
And where do you live?
I live in Toffee Park, so
What's the best thing about King Square?
over there, the football pitch. I like the shops in King Square. They're like really good. It's always open. I like football pitch.
If you could add anything to King Square, what would it be?
Probably a youth centre. Yeah, but like a big one, like right in the centre.
Do you guys go to a youth club?
Yeah. Yeah, we go to Toffee Park, and we used to go to one at Three Corners. Yeah, but that got burnt down. So yeah, we don't go.
What do you like doing?
Playing football. That's our main. Yeah, but we all like playing football. But sometimes we like hanging in the parks, like especially when it's sunny, because there's loads of people. And it's like really nice.
What's your name?
Nathan.
What do you like?
Playing football.
What do you think of this area?
Boring, kind of nuts, and crazy.
Why?
Because there's lots of gangs around, and especially the EC gang, and people get hurt.
If you could add anything to King Square, what would you add?
Fort Park.
What do you like doing?
Eating chocolate cake.
What's your name?
Charlie.
And what do you do here on King Square?
Well, what I do is I like playing in the park and helping out people.
Yeah? Do you work here?
Yeah.
How often?
Nearly every day.
And what have we got here? You picking up rubbish?
Yeah.
What things do you like to do?
Well, what I like to do, I like to help out and do a lot of sport. And also I like running.
If you could change anything about King Square, what would you like to change?
Well, what I'd like to change is if they would move the rock bit, what you climb up, I would like them to fit a zip line.
And if you've got any superpower, what would it be?
Flying.
Cool. What's your name?
Emanuela.
What do you think of this area?
It's good, but they could add a bit more fun things to it, but it's really good and adventurous.
If they could add anything, what would you like them to add?
Probably a swimming pool in this part in King Square, because when it's a bit cold, the sun normally comes to this park and it's always sunny here. So they could probably add a swimming pool around on the grassy areas. So when it's really hot, people can go inside it.
Amazing.
your name?
Sakina, Kimberly.
What do you think of this area?
Oh, I like it. It's nice.
I like it as well. It's got parks, swimming pools, activities and youth clubs.
If you could add anything to King Square, what would you add?
I think I would add a roller coaster just because I like heights and stuff like that.
I would add a swimming pool because you could swim outside when it's hot outside and during summer.
What are your names?
Lottie.
My name's Amy. This is my daughter. We've lived in Islington. I've lived in Islington all my life. And obviously, she's lived there for 5 years.
And when we was little, Layla lived in our flat.
Yeah.
So, and then we lived in a different house.
Yeah, we've always lived here. But I do think that there's lacking some children's activities up to the age of 16. I think a swimming pool could be a good idea, something that was free though. Because
And
it
not
seems...
the climbing thing over there because you can't jump off. I don't want to.
Okay, but there's lots of sort of things that you can do if you've got money, but there's nothing that you can do if you haven't got money. And I think most people living in Islington with rent going up and
I think
money not going up in your workplace.
The people that clean, they should clean this out park every day. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
maybe
going to
that'd
get
be a
messy.
Yeah, but we probably need something free for the younger generation because I know me growing up, I was always
I
out
don't
on the
think the
streets,
sand-
sitting in the parks and
And I
caught
don't
up to no
think the
good.
sand hit.
The football pitch over there does get used, but it's normally by older boys, so the younger people don't get to
It
use
probably-
it as much.
What's your name?
Dana,
How old are you?
15, turning 16 in 2 months.
And what do you do?
I sing and dance and do coursework, go youth and youth.
If you could change anything about King Square, what would you change?
Make it more adult-y. For example, put shelters where you can actually chill without having little kids run around. That's cool.
So what do you like doing?
Singing and dancing.
Would you like there to be more singing, dancing things available for you to do in this area?
Yeah.
Do you go to a youth centre?
Yeah, I go to Spectrum where I go unit
How often?
every week, every day as well.
And what do you do there?
I do my singing, my dancing, and I just catch up on work I haven't done.
Simon.
Where do you live?
Rhea.
Alright, cool. How old are you?
18.
Do you hang out on King Square most days?
Yeah, the majority of the time. Catch me in King Square Park, chilling.
So if they could add anything to King Square, what would you like them to add?
KFC,
Yeah?
because there's no chicken in the area.
Alright, cool. What do you think of King Square? Do you think it's good for young people or do you think there's not enough things?
Well, I don't know. The park's alright for like little kids, but I don't think there's anything for people, teenagers in it.
Alright, cool. Because I can see you hanging here now with a group of your friends. If they could add anything literally in the square, what would you like them to add? Maybe like an area for elders?
Like a shelter for the rain, innit? Because if you come to the park and it's raining, say you wanna, not just for me innit, say you wanna walk your dog innit, and you wanna walk your dog in the rain because it has to get walked. Where are you gonna chill innit when the dog's running about?
You guys play sports? You play football or anything?
No.
No. So you just hang out in King Square?
Yeah.
So for the people who just hang out in King Square, you think it'd be cool to have a shelter
Yeah.
and more things for elders?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What's your name?
Jacob,
How old are you, Jacob?
I'm 17.
Do you hang out in King Square most days?
Yeah,
If they could add anything to King Square, what would you like them to add?
the youth area. Because there's too many little kids about, so yeah.
What do you like doing though?
When King Square,
Just generally.
Everything.
play football sometimes, just hang out with my friends here. I guess.
So you think if they had a facility, it would be beneficial?
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name is Edwin and I'm 12 years old.
And what's your favourite thing about King Square?
My favourite thing about King Square is the parks, but it's not that interesting for us because there's not much stuff to do.
If they could add anything, what would you like them to add?
More things that are a bit more dangerous, like more interesting for us to use.
When you say dangerous, what do you mean?
Like rock climbing stuff and anything that could make us give us adrenaline.
Right. What do you enjoy doing?
I mostly enjoy just going outside and yeah.
How long have you been playing with yo-yo for?
Probably around a month now.
A month?
Yeah.
How often do you do it?
Not often.
Not
very often.
You're very good for someone who doesn't do it not often. Yeah?
Yeah.
So what is your name?
Baba.
And what do you think about this area, King Square?
King Square Park. It's all right. It's one of the best. Well, it's better than most parks in this area. It's all right.
Why is it better than most parks?
Because of all the sand and the climbing frames and the water park and stuff.
If you could add anything to the park, what would you add?
What would I add? I'd add more climbing frames because their climbing frames are pretty cool.
What's your name?
My name's Ellis.
What do you think of this area?
Well, it's quite good. There's lots of, you can make friends quite easily around here and they're quite friendly.
I want to go at night.
What do you think of King Square?
King Square is kind of good.
If you could add anything to King Square, what would it be?
Maybe I would have a trampoline. I don't know why, just a trampoline.
You have a magic superpower, what is it?
Super speed.
What's your name?
My name's Ali.
And how old are you?
I'm 19.
My name is Christy.
My name is Aubrey.
My name is Aaron.
And I'm Sarah.
Where do you live?
Just down the road there. And he's my brother, so we live in the same place.
And that's mine.
You're right here, house.
Yeah.
What do you think of King Square?
I mean, it's a good area to live in. I mean, there's a lot of facilities, there's pitches here, down the road. I mean, it's good to get out, good sport, and stuff like that.
If they could add anything to King Square, what would you like them to add?
We could have like a swimming pool down here and like a roof on top of this pitch, so like when it rains down it doesn't get messy and
So you have something to do in the winter?
Yeah.
Great.
And also to the balls as well. I mean, and if you could have someone to maintain the area, because you see bottles and drugs across the floor sometimes. I mean, it's not nice to play there when stuff like that's there.
The thing is, it's good that King Square, well, this pitch has actually got, form ever since 2011 or so. But the park right there, sometimes if you could add more stuff for the kids.
If they could change anything about King Square, what would you like them to change?
I'd like it to be a bit more football based. It'd be nice to have another pitch. Another pitch isn't going to hurt really, so it'd be better for kids to play in. Because obviously here, when the older kids are playing, the youngers can't really, they don't have space to play, so they usually get bullied off.
Tuesday and Wednesdays, sometimes the oldest come, and they kick us off straight away. Not necessarily these two, they hardly come a lot, but when we play here, older straight away, say, we're playing a match here. We could have facilities for different activities except football, because sometimes football just gets too boring and you wouldn't want to play it for every day.
Do you think there's enough things to do for kids your age?
Yeah.
But in football pitch, it's a public pitch, but sometimes people come and take over, so I think we could get a new pitch, get another pitch.
One for olders and one for youngers. And what's it called? When all the older ones, I know you're trying to fix up the estate, but where all people just come up, all the older ones just come over and just wreck it. It's why'd you do that, man? They're trying to fix up your estate. What's the point?
What's your name?
George.
And where do you live?
Raya House.
If they could change anything about King Square, what would you like them to change?
It's fair, but then it's not fair in a way, because if you're looking out for someone's well-being, then it's good, but not letting them play, it could be a bit off-putting, because the pitches for the residents and that lot, like of Raya, President and Turnpike, and you see people coming, like cars and that lot, coming from different places in London and enjoying, they're coming to invade the pitch that was built for people, the residents. It could be really unfair, to be honest. So the kids don't really feel like they're sort of welcome in the pitch anymore. Like they have to come really early in the morning, which could it could sometimes be tiring for them, because they're waking up every morning really early to come play football for a little bit before the people from different places come down in like massive groups and they take over the pitch. Like it happened last night as well. Like about a group of 20, 25 adults just came over and just took over the pitch, to be honest. And like there were a few kids down here and they like told them to move because they were going to take a massive match across the pitch and they can't like half the pitch. Which I don't understand why they can't do, to be honest. Like they just set the plays up into a couple of groups, just play that couple minute match and they half the pitch, makes it more fair for the people that live here and people that don't live here.
So if they could add anything to King Square, what would you like them to add?
To be honest, I would like them to add like a separate place for where adults can play football and where children can play football, because then people get the best of both worlds, to be honest.
What's your name?
Pops.
What do you like doing?
Football, sports and that, listening to music, eating food. That's it. Playing games and that.
King Square, what do you think about King Square?
I like it. I can just go there, chill out, sit on the bench and that with my mates.
And if you were to add something to King Square, what do you think you'd
Maybe
add?
some more activities like a football pitch, maybe a basketball area. Yeah. Maybe a little shop on the park. Yeah, that's it.
To eat?
Yeah, get some drinks and that.
What is it that you want, that you think that King Square needs?
Yeah, there are some older boys, and they come and they take over the pitch and decide to play for themselves. That's not fair, because this is for everyone. I'd rather have another pitch where people under a certain age are allowed to play.
Yeah, some people come and take it, and then, like Reddy said, it's for everyone.
What do you think they need here?
A roof on the football pitch and a youth club.
And where are you all from?
I live Brighton.
I live
Turnpike.
in Austria Brothers and they live in West London.
Turnpike House.
Right, what's your name?
My name's Daniel.
And your friend?
Bobby.
Cool. Okay, so if you could have anything changed to King Square, what would it be? What would you like?
I would like
the pitch to be open longer on Sundays. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
Like a gym, a local gym.
Yeah, local gym.
Yeah.
And
What's your name?
Nathan.
And where do you live?
Turnpike House.
What do you enjoy doing?
Playing football and watching TV.
If you could change anything about King Square, what would you like to change?
Because there's a park down there, there's two parks, and there should be one for us, because there's another park down there, and the big boys only take it like 21s, and we never get to play. So then in Westway, there's a park. There's two grass. One can be for dogs, and then the other one can be for us to play football.
So you would like one park for dogs?
Yeah.
And one park for kids who are younger?
Yeah.
What we don't want on the estate is this.
I don't know.
Show me that.
Hey, it's not getting anywhere.
Yeah, we can sell that down for money.
Yeah, we can sell that, get their peas, bro. I know a couple of guys that might on the phone.
I know.
Who's this kid?
There you go, what are you doing?
It's Kick!
Oh my god, it's Bonnie, they took the phone! What, quick?
I'm Tina, I'm 19. I'm Nisha, 18. I'm Otana, I'm 19.
Okay. What do you like about King's Square?
It's a good area to chill. There's loads of greenery. You can sit down in the sun, eat ice cream. And it's a really good location. Like my hall's just there, my university's just there, so it's nice to it's easy to get to.
If you could change anything about King's Square, what would you like to change or add?
Maybe like a cafe area. Yeah, that's a good idea. That would attract more and maybe like an area for art.
Yeah?
Yeah, like a chill out, like benches, that type of thing, where we can do lunch or something.
Great. If they could add anything to King's Square, what do you think would be good if they added?
A youth club / studio. So the boys from the area can just hang about and do what they like doing. For example, making tunes, music.
Do you like sports?
Yeah, I do like sports.
What do you think of the sports facilities on King's Square?
It's good, but it could be better. For example, if a net was to be put onto the football pitch, so the ball don't come out of the pitch, and also make more pitches. Make more pitches.
All right, cool. Do you think there's enough different things for youngers and olders here on King's Square?
No, not really. There's more things for little kids than there is for teens.
And do you think there's trouble on King's Square because there isn't enough for olders to do?
I would say so. If there was more things for olders to do, there would be busier instead of being on the roads hanging around.
Great, thanks a lot.
Rap, it's a C. Let's do this. Listen. Music you get rap for whatever you got. And if you refuse, then trust me, you get clapped on the spot. And these man, believe me, they'll pull out the burner. If you don't believe me, ask Tina, it's a head turner. But there's gotta be another way to stop all the crime that happens every day. But our shoots don't have a say, which is probably why more shoots these days ain't afraid to spray. Turn a body into dust, leave it in a way to rust. So let them know that I'm coming, and I'm about to bust, cause I'm a rip. New order, now just kill it and leave it there, cause that will physically mess up your head and leave you thinking for days, messing up your mind in many different ways. I'm fed to tracking, my life is slipping and my grades are slacking. Out.
Speak up, speak out, we're living in a lonely town. Speak up, speak out, we're living in a lonely town. Speak up, speak out, we're living in a lonely town. Speak up, speak out, we're living in a lonely town.
Living in the ends, no food to eat. Going to jam in the park, call my brother Pete. Tell him about the pen girl I'm about to meet. Getting paid daily, you try and call me a cheat. Man tries challenging me, you're gonna get beat. Forget about the gangs, your shanks in glass. Think about your grades in class. So revise for your test. Forget about the olders you want to impress. So take a guess, smell the cheese. Stick to school, forget about the P's and the Armani jeans. Man better learn your ABCs.
Speak up, speak out, we're living in a lonely town. Speak up, speak out, we're living in a lonely town.
Yeah, it's DJ on the mic, here we go. Yo. We need to speak now, cause these roads are quite becoming peak now. And if we continue, a couple more years, we'll end up underground. Yeah, if we think about pain, then we think about our time. Yeah, I like that sound. Such a shame how I found this is closing off air like a dog in a dog pound. We hellbound, no dreams to sell now. Young kids dropping shells on the ground. How? We're older sending straps and gats and knives and that. Little rats acting bad, get a fat slap. That's the world we living in, so we gotta deal with that. So speak out now, yeah, I'm out.
The streets are all grey now. Nothing to change unless we voice out. Nothing to change unless we voice out. Nothing to change unless we voice out. Nothing to change unless we voice out.